Hi, this is Gail and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do Roxy's challenge, the one in which you're supposed to be using Amazon packaging, which I had a book box. I think I threw it out because I was cleaning up and I thought, I'll get another one if I need one later on to use. Well, lo and behold, then her challenge came along. So, what I do have a lot of though are these envelopes, and so I thought that's certainly packaging and I can use that. Now, if you have a big envelope like this and you want to do this along with me, let me share with you the dimensions. They're all a little bit different, I've discovered, and you may not have the same dimensions, but you'll get the idea. Now, this one is 13 inches long by 10 inches tall. So 10 by 13, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, you will see that I have made some score marks. And that is because I want it to be able to have a bit of a spine. And then over here, a little bit of a spine, okay? So, what I recommend is, first of all, get your envelope out, and I will tell you where I put my marks at. However, I will tell you that you simply need to decide how you want to fold this. You know, if you're going to do it just pretty much 50-50 in the middle, then really all you have to do is score it in the middle and then score a ½ inch on either side, and then that creates a nice little spine. And then over here from the edge I came in a ½ inch, okay, to give it just a little bit of ease and coming over on top of the other part, like the front of the book, like so, okay? So you can decide what you want, but I will tell you the numbers here. Okay, and this is coming in from this direction. I'm not cutting it, but okay. So, going all the way out, then you will see that the first score over here is 6, then 6.5, and then a 7. There we go, get it lined up better. 6, 6.5, and 7. Okay, and then at the very end over here, so 6 rather, okay, 6, 6.5, 7, and then 12 and 13, okay? The 13 one is already there, so at 12. And that's measuring, okay, going this way. So, anyhow, so 6, 6.5, 7, 12 and 13. Okay, and 12 and 13 is in this part. Alright, but again, like I told you, just go in a ½ inch from the main fold over here, and then over here from your center, ½ inch on either side. And that will do the trick, okay? So, there's those measurements. That's where I'm at with that. Then, once you've done that, if you have old mail packaging like this was something that was sent to me, and it's got Tyvek in it, which is super sturdy, and it helps to give your spine some resilience and endurance. And so I cut strips out of my Tyvek to use. So the bigger strip I'll put one on the inside and one on the outside. Now, it could have been one big one that wraps around, but I didn't have any long pieces left. This will work just fine. And for this, I would say, if you have Fabri-Tac, use it. I think the Tyvek will stick just fine with other glues. And again, I like to use this Fine Line Red Top glue lately. So, I don't want to get it on all over this. I apologize, my mat is a bit of a mess. And again, I apologize for shadows. Just the way our weather is lately, and just not going to be able to escape the lack of sunshine, right? Okay. And I'm just going to make it kind of line up so it's equal on either side of that. Going to put that down. And where's my... I do have this that I have been liking to use lately to squeeze all the glue out and help to flatten it. Okay. So there's that side. Gracious sakes, sorry about the sinus issues. I'm going to go ahead and I've got to be careful here. So I think there I'm only going to do it on the outside. So let's go over and do the outside. Okay. And you see I have a smaller piece, but again, it covers the area with a little bit of overlap. Trying to see if I can get less shadows. It's just really hard. Okay, and there. I mean, this isn't rocket science. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't sweat it. Like you can see, I didn't cut that very evenly, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to show. It's just to reinforce that area for you. Okay, and now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so I don't feel like that helped any in terms of the shadows, but not much I can do about it in all honesty. Thinking about getting one of those ring lights and see if that will help. I don't know. Okay, so just kind of lining that up. There. Got that down. Again, this is all going to get covered up, so don't sweat it. Perfection is not important. If it was, I would have quit a long time ago, because I am totally not perfect. Just ask my family. Okay. There. Now let me look again over here. Yeah. I guess I could put it on the inside here. And how easy is that? Yeah, that will work. Okay, I have to be careful because, you know, I'm going to get glue everywhere. Just saying. So be forewarned. And hopefully you can see well enough to get it lined up in there and cover up. Oopsie, it slid. That's the one thing with Fabri-Tac, you do have a little play time in there. If you were using art glue, not so much so. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. Alrighty. Okay, so, and now you want to find where you had those folds. Oh, and I see this has an extra little flap on here. Yeah, I'm going to just tear that extra flap off because I don't need it, but I see I pulled up a little bit under here, I think, when I did that. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I hate that feeling of the glue on my hands. Don't like it at all. Okay, so now, where was I? I was folding, wasn't I? Okay, just bringing back and making sure. Yep, there's my spine, and then over here, want to do the same. Just bring that back, fold it over. Yep, it's good. Okay, so now we get to decorate. And I have chosen some papers from this paper pad. It's Reminiscence, the book. It's patterned cardstock. And I kind of like it because you get 32 double-sided sheets and 120 gram cardstock, then 32 double-sided and 250 gram cardstock. And this is from Elizabeth Craft Design, and it was expensive, I will tell you that. And the papers are not like 12 by 12 either. They are 7.5 wide by 10. So 7.5 by 10. I don't know if that's TN size. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah. So, something to keep in mind. That's a really cool notepad, though. I mean, this is really neat, and I like it a lot. I just got it. But, anyhow, let me show you what I have chosen. So, I have the cardstock. That's what I really want to use, because the cardstock will help to reinforce and make this cover stronger. But I have these just in case I need them, okay? So for my cover, yes, I want to use this. And I do want it to pretty much just cover the whole thing up. Now, what I was debating about is, do I let it cover the whole spine as well? And I kind of feel like yes, because your spine is going to have signatures sewn into it, and so yeah, you kind of want that. So this is just off by a hair in size, and yeah, I think I'm going to put that on. Just make sure you're putting it on right side up or whatever. Start over here. And I think I am going to use Fabri-Tac for this. I wouldn't normally use Fabri-Tac, but I feel like it's going to need something nice and sturdy because it's going to have a lot of contact. So, and then I'm going to use this card to spread it out. This is just like a old Kroger Plus card. So, I'm going to get started laying on my glue, but I'm going to do it in sections. I'm not going to do the whole thing at once. I say that, but what am I doing? Because it does tend to, I don't know. I feel like it needs more. This envelope is like absorbing it up, especially around the edges. Okay. I just don't want those swirly doos to show on the back of my paper. Okay, so let's start there. I'm going to line it up over here on the edge. And then when I'm done, I'll use the roller on it. Okay, and now I'm going to peel it right back to here and do the rest. I really can't see because of this shadow, and I'm finding it more than a little annoying. Okay. Okay. Let's see. See that glue? Ugh. Oh well. And I can feel I need some up under here. I didn't come over quite far enough in some places. So I'm just going to ease it right up under there. And I think I am. There we go. I can see it now. Okay. Now, before I bend that, I'm going to make sure it's good and dry, because I don't want that to pop up. And I'm going to use my little roller on it. This is a new one that I got from Jelly Arts with a new kit and journal from them, which is really cool. Okay. This just helps it get good contact, I feel. Okay, and I'm just gonna trim along here. I'm just using my little fussy cut scissors because it's pretty tiny. Okay, got that off. So now I'm going to try to ease it over a little bit, see how it's doing. Ease it into the folds just gently. Okay, now more so. Then it's really this one over here that's important. That center one doesn't really matter. Don't really need to worry about it because you want your spine to have some depth. Okay, so there. Yeah, I like that. And this is going to go in here. Now I have to decide about this blue paper. Okay, so flip it back over here. Now, if I put that there, I don't know. Oh, there goes the school bus. The kids are getting home. And we have some snow here. It's been snowing pretty much all day. I'd say we have at least 4 inches on the ground. I am going to let it overlap a little bit. However, I am going to probably put some lace or something on the back here. And no matter what I do, it's not going to cover this whole piece, no matter what. Unless I finish up with a part from that, which I'm just looking to see. Yeah, how would that work? Well, if I do that, it's going to look like it's stuttering, isn't it? Kind of. But I think that's okay to do it that way. Just take a little bit off the end there, right? And maybe we'll just glue this here to cover this section. Oh no, wait, this way to cover this section, and have it fold over just a hair into this, maybe all the way over that little spine area. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's do that. For now, I'm going to just clip this part off so I can see where my paper needs to go. I'm probably going to be pulling this off when I get to the other side and put paper on, but I'm not sure yet, so we're just going to do this. Okay, so I want it to come over there, kind of probably right over to the edge of this white is what I'm thinking. Right, and I have to remember right side up, and this way. Okay, so it's gonna go from that edge up here. Okay, so let me see where I want to cut it. Let me come over here to this edge and measure. I know I'm not a measuring person, but I am. So I'm going to say that's 3 inches. So let me get my all-in-one here, and I want 3 inches. And that gives me a little extra. Okay. I feel good about this. I hope I'm doing okay. We shall see. I felt like this, the colors in it kind of went with this. You may feel differently. I don't know, but I like it. Okay, I'm going to glue it, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. How's that sound? Okay. Ready to glue. Making sure I get it real good here in this little binding section, because that's going to get a lot of wear from opening and closing. Okay. So it's got to be flush over here, flush over there. Oops, over just a hair more. There. I think we've got it, by Jove. And I like that. Can you see that that's like an architectural design in there? And I am going to finish that architectural journal of mine. I am. Okay. Now, I want to trim here, get rid of the excess. Okay. Then I'm going to trim here and get rid of the excess. Okay, easy peasy. Now, let's bend it just a hair. Okay. Whoops, see, that did pop up. I thought I heard that pop. Okay, so obviously I didn't get the glue over far enough at all, or it dried before I did. It's very dry in my house right now, and that's probably why I'm having sinus issues as well. Okay. Now let's use the roller on that, because I think I didn't do that. Well, if you don't have a roller, you don't have to worry about that. You can also go over it with your bone folder. Just be careful not to rip your paper. Okay, so maybe I'll wait a little bit before I bend that again, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good together. What do you think? I like it. Now, over here. Whoo-wee, I'm going to overlap just a hair here, but I don't want to go into that seam. And then over here, I don't know whether I want to reinforce and go over that, or probably would help it if I went over it for sure. But how far do I go? Do I go just up to that seam or to that bend? I kind of feel like that's what I should do. So let's see here. Let's measure. So that's going to give me, I don't know, almost 6 inches, maybe about 5 3/4. Yeah, I'm feeling like that's about 5 3/4. So let's do that. So I did it. Yikes. Okay. I really like this paper. When I say expensive, yeah. You'll croak when you say how expensive. But oh my God, is it worth it? It's really pretty. Okay, I think that will work. What do you think? It's kind of right up to it so that when it bends, it's not going to be affected. Yeah. Okay. So to be safe this time, I am going to put my glue on this. Hope everybody is safe and healthy and finding time to craft and art and just have a great old time. We've got that snow rolling in, so I'd say this is our first big snow of the season. We've not had much at all here, and I am not complaining, mind you. Not at all. I can live without it. This is when I worry about my little feral cats, because even though I got them a little cat condo to live in, they won't go in it. And if they are, in fact, under my deck, we're going to have to go out there and remove snow so they can get out if they can't get out on their own. Because I don't want them to starve to death. But I'm making some headway. One of them let me touch it. Yeah, let me touch it the other day. It quickly jerked away, but it's coming in close enough. So when I'm feeding them, they are appreciative. So that's good. They're so sweet. So sweet. And they're all really pretty. There's one, the poor little thing. There are two that I call Blondie. There's Blondie 1, and then there's Blondie Cross-Eyes, because he has got the worst cross-eyed. And that's the only way we can distinguish them apart. They look like identical twins, except for the one has this poor little crossed eyes. And it stays attached to the one I call Little Gray. That's a long-haired gray and white kitty that is just beautiful. But its face is marked up so it looks like it's grouchy all the time. But they are, and then there's one that's black and white that I call Oreo. His fur is always very pretty. Then there's a Mon Paw, so yeah. Anyhow, they don't come around as often. Then there's one that I think is a neighbor's cat, but it comes around periodically too. I think mostly to clean up the cat dish. Okay, it looks like I don't have enough under there, right? Okay, so let's get under here more. You know, you think you're working fast enough to get everything, but this Fabri-Tac reminds me so much of rubber cement like we used when we were kids in school. And it does stink. Ooh, it stinks. See, I'm getting it all over, no matter how much I try not to. I do. Now, I will be putting in some form of a closure. Okay. Stop. I'm obsessive. Okay. So, we have this and this, which folds over like this. And then we have this. Oh, where's that other one? There it is. It's a lot of thicknesses in there. That's the only thing I worried about too. Oh, that's way off deal. That's not it. It's right here. See, and that's, you can see that is moving when you fold it. So I might put some lace or something there as well to help reinforce. So you see why we did what we did. That doesn't need to be there. I'm trying to get rid of it, but I don't think. This one we want. And this one. That other one we don't need. Okay. So there. I like the looks of that. Yeah, I will probably put an eyelet in here and maybe just do a tie that goes all the way around and then tucks under on the top. But that I don't have to do until later. So now I have to decide, what do I want on the inside here? And I will show you what I was thinking about. I was thinking about, got to get over to the blue section. This way you're getting a little bit of a spin through, huh? There's that, but I don't know. I don't really want to waste that on an inside cover because there's probably going to be a pocket down here. And I don't want to waste that cute picture on that. This is pretty simple. Although, look at that nice design, that architecture on the back. Kind of hate to lose that, but I think that's a possibility. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside. And, I mean, I could do something like that, but I don't want to. This I really like. That, yes, I like. And on the back, I'm only going to lose the graph paper. Okay. Now, really don't want to use this because I want to use that in my architectural journal. This is kind of dark. So, there is this, but I'm not going to write on the inside of the cover. So that's kind of something I would save for journaling cards or something. And I love this. But I was thinking this could go in my winter journal. So, because it has a lot of blue jays in it. So I don't really want to use that. No. So you see, and then we start with the cardstock. So, I could use both of these. This is the cardstock, and then the other one is not cardstock. But right now, I'm kind of, and this, that could be okay, but I'm not loving it. So, I don't know. I think I have to think about it a bit before I make a final decision. So, I am thinking, and I haven't gone through any of my printables to see if there's something in there that I like better. But I feel like 2 of these, one on either side, would probably look best. So there's not a lot going on, and then if I put a pocket, I'm not covering up that much that's important. And yeah, so I don't know. So I think I'm going to stop here for right now, and then the next time we come back, we can do the spine and the inside and just see what I want to do there. So I think we did okay. We got a lot done so far, and I'm really liking the looks of this. And I see that Rachel has already got up her next weekly challenge, and that is covering an altered book. I'm excited about that because my altered book doesn't have a cover, and so that's perfect timing on that one. So I'm going to leave it right there for now, and we'll work on that again. So take care, get out there and create something, make some art, have some fun, find your joy, stay safe and stay healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.